Hey everyone, it's David. I'm sorry I haven't put up a video in a few days. So I'm here to let you guys know what went on in my week this week. First, Sunday I went and did my friend's hair. She had me do her extensions, and that went really good. She gave me a little bit of cash. Then Monday I was coming home. And I was like, I'm gonna put this money in the bank. So I'm on my way to the bank, and I get there, go inside, and I'm waiting in line. And there's this really old man, this really elderly man. And he's sitting there at the table or at the desk, the counter, doing what he needs to do. And he gets finished and leaves. And I go over there, and the girl that's working at that counter, she goes, well, hold on 1 minute. And I'm like, okay, what? And she starts wiping the counter down with one of those Clorox wipes. And she's like, well, I don't know if you saw him, but he fell, I guess, and he was bleeding, all over the counter. And I'm like, oh shit, oh. Inside, sorry y'all. And I'm like, inside I'm thinking, like, that's nasty. And she used like 3 or 4 of those Clorox wipes to sanitize the counter. And I did not I did not touch that counter. All I did was put my money on the counter. That's all I did. On my hands, my skin, my body did not touch that counter. I was like so grossed out, and I know I shouldn't have been, but at the same time, like, ew, like, really. And so that was Monday. Then was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. I went and put some more money in the bank, because I don't like to carry cash. I like to have it on my card. And I get there, and I'm waiting in line, and there's a big line. You guys ever do that? You guys go to the bank, and there's this long line, longer than shit. And there's like 2 people working the counter. I'm like, really? You can't hire more people to work the counter? Like, you have to have 2 people, and not only that, one of the girls working the counter and working the drive-thru. I was like, really? You can't have somebody working the counter, 2 people working the counter, and then somebody working in the back at the drive-thru. No, this bitch was working at the counter, and she would take like a customer, and then she would do like 4 people at the drive-thru. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this could have been done a lot faster had they had somebody working in the back for the drive-thru people. But anyways, I'm waiting in that line, and this lady with her daughter, I don't know if it was her daughter or her granddaughter, I don't know, she ends up standing behind me, and I'm waiting, and her daughter is like, or her granddaughter, I don't know, the little girl was like, she's jumping around, horsing around, and she had these little, like the Mardi Gras beads. She had some of those, and she was playing with them, and she's swinging them around, and like those things caught me like 3 times in the back of my leg. Oh, I was getting so pissed. I was this close to turning around and telling that lady, you need to control this little girl, because she's hitting people, and oh, I was getting so pissed. I was like, really? You're gonna let her stand there and hit people? I'm like, I know if I would have done that, my mom would have grabbed me by my arm or by my shirt and said, no, you need to stop doing that. But this lady was just standing there. And I'm like, oh my god, like I was getting so pissed because this little girl was driving me up the freaking wall. I was pissed. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all that happened to me this week. And I went up and made my deposit and everything, but that's pretty much all that happened to me this week. Yeah, that little girl was really pissing me off. I was like, oh, if that was my kid, I would slap the shit out of her. You need to behave. You need to stop doing that. My mom would have smacked me. My mom would have said, you need to stop horsing around. You need to stop. But this lady was just, I'm like, it's just, I was pissed because I'm like, you need to control your kid, don't be letting her horse around and jump around and swing shit around in a line. I'm like, come on. And this is to all you parents out there who don't give a shit about what your kid is doing. It starts like that, and then they start doing shit that you're like, oh well now I can't control it. When you had the chance to be a parent, but you're too interested in your own damn life that you don't want to control anything else around you. You guys need to stop and look at your kids and say, no, you need to stop. You need to behave. You need to be a parent. But but yeah. So that's what happened to me this week. Yeah, that's all that happened. That's all I got to talk about today. So please subscribe and listen to or watch my other videos. Leave comments. And I have my voicemail available if you want to call it. But yeah, so have a blessed day and subscribe.